An imposing gate of dark metal stands a good 20 feet tall. Twisted faces cover the doors, grimacing and groaning in torment. Embedded in one of the doors is some kind of intricate moving puzzle with a large gaping keyhole in the center. Some of the faces turn their gazes toward you and hiss angrily. "Devil, leave this place. This prison now belongs to Baphomet, not to your master Asmodeus." You sense a strange desire to reach down and touch these old yellowed bones under your feet, as if they are calling you, wishing to feel the touch of your hand. Inspect the gate. The stench of pain and terror seems to radiate from the metal itself. You have to exert your will to approach the gate. Touch one of the doors. Only upon closer inspection do you notice the virtually invisible barbs, short and thin as a strand of hair, that densely cover the metal. You see bloodstains and scraps of skin hanging on the sharp needles. The moment you touch the dark metal, a repulsive vibration runs through your fingers. For the briefest instant, the faces on the gate seem to forget their torment and sneer at you. Your vision blurs, you taste bile, and it feels like your entrails are turning into deranged snakes, slithering inside and trying to strangle each other, as if your very core were trembling along with this vibration. Listen to the murmuring faces. You focus on the tangled whispers and suddenly feel as though a pit of pain, madness, and suffering has yawned open under your feet. You plummet downward as thousands of faces recount the indescribable horrors they endured in life and after death. You will yourself to emerge from this sinister maelstrom. Give in to your gut feeling and touch the stone slabs at your feet. The hushed whispering of some strange being pierces your mind. "At last, Lord Asmodeus has sent you to punish the thief. Yes, this labyrinth belongs to the Prince of Darkness, not to that devious cheat, Baphomet. He should be locked up in this prison instead of ruling over it. He stole. He broke the rules. He tricked us." Lore Religion 28. Inspect the metal of the doors. It is clear that this is not steel, iron, or any of the metals or alloys known to you. It appears that this substance consists of the essence of the abyss itself, and the suffering souls magically fused with it. End your examination. One of the faces, its brows furrowed in torment, whispers, "Help us." Trickery 47. Pick the lock. An experienced burglar can pick any lock, even one crafted by powerful demons. Working with startling precision and speed, you elicit a clunk from the lock as the doors slowly begin to open. The doors budge and the hinges squeak quietly and tragically. You cling to the notion of individuality without realizing that your own self does not exist. You are but an instrument that has been grasped by several hands at once, and your destiny, your actions, and even your thoughts are theirs to control. You don't understand? No matter. You will. As you wander the darkness of my labyrinth for an eternity, you'll give up the illusion of selfhood. How will you know who you are then? Religion check passed. Recall the unholy text of demon worshippers. Like you, I'll stop being a prisoner and become a monster. Baphomet lapses into silence and studies you. You don't even realize how alike we are, mortal. Know that, just as I once was, you have been betrayed by your own patroness. It's time for you to die. Alderpash grumbles amiably. Well, don't just stand there. Treat yourself. Humor an old man who's feeling generous. I have no use for these delicacies, but I bet you've worked up a good appetite running around the labyrinth, haven't you? Show him the key. I got the warden's key. Alderpash carefully takes the key and looks at it for a little while, watching its surface glint in the light. Not sounding particularly confident, he says, "All right, my dear, let's see if it works." With a disappointed grimace, he gives you the key back. "No luck, my dear. No matter how hard I try to turn the cursed thing and open the door, it won't budge. Looks like you've knocked out the warden for nothing. Even our magic key can't remove Baphomet's edict." After a mournful silence, Alderpash jerks his head up. "But perhaps you have the strength to wrestle with the Hornhead's will? Why not? You stabbed him once before. Perhaps you'll come through this time too. Perhaps some miracle that can free me and do away with his enchantments?" Lawful. Requires devil, mythic path. Invoke the power of hell that created this prison. Baphomet has no right to impose his laws in this place. I repeal his decrees and call the Prince of Darkness as my witness. The Ineluctable Prison responds to your words, even if for a moment its original nature awakens, expelling the magic of the Lord of Beast. The bone walls themselves spawn infernal flame that turns Baphomet's sorcery into weightless ash. In the roaring of the fire, you hear mocking laughter. The Prince of Darkness has triumphed over the pitiful demon who thought he could steal from him. Alderpash draws in a ragged breath and states in a triumphant tone, "You've done it, I can tell. Our little hornhead will be gnashing his teeth so hard once he figures out that you've broken his spell. What power do you possess that can outmatch the will of a demon lord? Frankly, I didn't think you had it in you. Shame on me and my lack of faith." With a flash of magic, Alderpash produces a shriveled, shrunken head about the size of 2 fists. A rune is carved on its forehead. "There you go, my dear. This is your reward. The sign of Jandalay, the great barrier to shield you from the forces of chaos. Use it to keep crushing those demons. This old man won't keep you any longer. The spirit of freedom tickles my dead heart. I just can't stay put anymore. I'm going to have a grand old time, and all of Golarion will soon hear about it." The former angel falls to one knee, but even now, his movements are lifeless, apathetic. One who has no heart knows no pain. "The end is near, as expected. Finish off the hand of the inheritor. I never liked you. Die." He accepts your words calmly, taking them for granted. Lord Baphomet foresaw this outcome as well. Please, let it all end.